far as for Goochland, I think the keys to the game, one is going to be special teams for them. They just sent their kicker and their punter to big college football schools. So the ones they got now are all sophomores. So that's going to be a big key to the game for them, as well as defense. They had 28 put up against them last week, so it's going to be key for both of them.
And talk about the importance of discipline. We saw even earlier in pregame warm-up, Goochland, they were all together, they were ready to go, they were even clapping on cue to the music. While Fluvanna, they could use some help. Can you talk about discipline and the importance it plays in tonight's game?
Certainly. Yeah, Fluvanna was, they were kind of skipping a little bit off beat during pregame warm-ups, as opposed to Goochland, like you said. They just had it on beat. They're a disciplined team. I think both believe in what their coaches are saying, but Fluvanna is definitely going to have to be disciplined if they want to play this one close. I think Goochland and Fluvanna is going to be a good game.
And they will enter to receive to start tonight's ball game. Fluvanna Flucos to kick it off.
Where do you need?
I don't know that I can talk. Sorry.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Flucos Sportsnet, presented by Rising Up Sports for Fluvanna versus Goochland here in Goochland, Virginia. Alongside Zach Cullen, I am Brian Rothmel. Fluvanna, the away team in tonight's game, wearing the white jerseys with yellow helmets, blue pants, going left to right on your screen. Christian Franco with the squib kick. Go down to Goochland, where they'll quickly fall on it. Joe Cutchins will down it, and Goochland with her first offensive possession. Zach, what are we looking to see from Goochland here on offense?
I'm looking for a heavy run offense here from Goochland tonight, Brian. They put up 35 last week and in a good game. So I'm looking for that, a couple shotgun plays every now and then, looking for a quarterback draw. And we got a young QB, so I'm interested to see what he's got.
Under center, Jordan Jefferson, the sophomore. Sorry, actually shotgun, and Fluvanna jumps offside. Release the encroachment. Zach on defense. What does Fluvanna really need to key in on?
Well, Amber and I were talking about earlier the discipline Fluvanna needs to show, and the first penalty of the game, first play of the game being a penalty, Fluvanna is not starting that discipline off right.
So 1st and 5 from just past the 35. The wing T offense. Jefferson now actually under center. He's going to give the inside handoff. Piling away. Gets through the into the secondary. He'll finally be dragged down as the ball carrier. On that run is Nathan Maddox, the senior.
That's right, almost 20-yard run right there, maybe a little bit more. Great run right up the middle. Fluvanna's just not wrapping up.
And that's the thing with these are big guys. Fluvanna's definitely going to have to do the wrap-up.
Yeah, they're definitely need to wrap up to bring these guys down.
From the Fluco 45, Jefferson gives the handoff back to Maddox. He gets pushed back. It'll be about half a yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and about 11.
That's right. I'm sure Barnett liked that play. Well, it's like we said earlier, Brian. It's Goochland's first real game of the season. Fluvanna's second. They played against Prince Edward last weekend. I think it's a good matchup early on for both teams.
Jefferson in the shotgun formation. To his left is Maddox. Takes it. Going to give it to the tight end. Gets hit in the backfield. And coming up with a big stop for Fluvanna is Jesse Snow, the junior.
Yeah, good job by Jesse just breaking that O-line. Getting back in the defense, keeping on assignment, not keeping the containment in there. That was a good play.
Coming back onto the field, Trace Nixon. 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. What we saw on the scout was this will be a pass play. And they're actually going to run it. Going around the outside, getting through. There'll be a first down and then some. Goochland going down. Mitchell Bryce will get to the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown, Goochland.
That's a great run, Brian. You're going to need to work like that from happening. Flucos can't give this up.
Are you just going to use the handout? Oh. Welcome back here. Fluvanna now trailing 7-0 coming on offense. We'll see what Javon Byrne and Deshaun Tibbs can do for the Flucos.
So I'm looking to get a big run back here from the Flucos after that last drive. They're going to need to get some field positioning here.
Javier, the kicker. This one going to the far side, picked up at just past the 15. Goochland quickly stopping the attack. The run for Fluvanna by Joey Shaheen. And Fluvanna will take over on their own 25.
That's good coverage by Goochland Bulldogs right there. Real good coverage. Had 4 guys right on it.
Fluvanna also a run-heavy offense, but does have the chance with Deshaun Tibbs to see the throw play. Tibbs with the snap, hands off to Byrne. He gets a spin move, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be denied the opportunity. First one there is Nathan Adams, the senior linebacker.
That's right, this 3-5-3 has got a lot of seniors on them.
Seniors and juniors. Goochland last year was in the Division II, state finals.
Yeah, that's where they got their only loss, right? Against Gretna, I believe it was. So they certainly had a season last year.
Fluvanna in the spread, 2 wide receivers far. Jalen Harrison at the top of your screen. Tibbs hand off to Good. Oh, it's a fake play. Tibbs keeps it, options it off to Byrne. Byrne gets hit once. Oh, it's a fumble. Going the other way. And that's going to be another touchdown for Mitchell Bryce.
The game for this kid already early on.
Mitchell.
I didn't get to see a chance, Brian. Did he strip the ball or was that a fumble?
I think there might have been an issue on the option on the throw.
Okay.
On the flip.
The option's always such a risky play, especially in high school ball.
So Mitchell Bryce, circle that, the senior running back and defensive back, already with 2 scores. Maria coming back in for the extra point. Down and up. That'll be good. So Goochland now with a 14-0 lead, and we're only 3 minutes into this game. Not even 2 minutes into this game.
That's right. It's a young game. Hopefully, if Fluvanna wants to take control, they got to do something here on this drive early on. They can't just keep letting Goochland come at them like this.
2 offensive plays for Fluvanna. Already down 14-0. We talked about this 3-5 defense. Very athletic, very big, and very experienced.
They are very big, Brian. That's right. pregame warm-ups, they were ridiculously large and disciplined, as Amber and I were saying earlier. They got some big boys out there. They got 34 seniors and juniors on the team, so they're well experienced. That's a bunch of young guys last year going to the state playoffs, so they know what they want.
Moreno back out, the sophomore. He's a punter and also their long kicker. Again, he'll go to Shaheen. Takes it on, going down the sideline. He'll be knocked out of bounds. First one there for Goochland was C.J. Johnson, the junior.
One of the keys to the game for Goochland that Amber and I discussed earlier were the special teams for Goochland. They sent two good players to big schools for football, their punter and their kicker. And,
one going to Purdue, the other one going to South Carolina.
That's right, and with the only three that they're showing on their roster are sophomores, so they're young.
Tibbs back there for the spread offense. He'll go for a pass, out pattern. It'll be intercepted. Ball gets free though. Fluvanna jumping on it. Let's see which way this goes.
Ref's ruling him down, Brian.
Good eyes. So Tibbs with the interception. Picked off. I think that was C.J. Johnson again with the pick.
I do believe it was, Brian. He's having a great game so far early on tonight. And that was a bad throw there for Fluvanna, which was one of our keys to the game as well.
Jefferson sends Bryce in motion, hands it off to him. He'll go around the side. Last time he ran this play, it was a touchdown. He's got 10 yards. He'll go in one hand, and Bryce has 3 touchdowns, but there is some laundry on the field. Came after the play.
So generally, if it's after the play, it won't take back the results of the play. Fluvanna's got to work on that outside containment if they want to stay in this game.
Referees will look it over. This happened right as Bryce was going into the end zone, maybe afterwards. We'll go against Goochland.
Interesting to see. Maybe that was a taunt there.
I just couldn't see. It could have been as Bryce, because it was right as Bryce was entering the end zone.
Yeah, it's not a average night. You score 3 touchdowns within almost 3 minutes. So, but not trying to put anything on him.
Mitchell Bryce having himself a night so far. Give it a touchdown, and it will be assessed. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Well, I'm going to just put this out here. Might be our contender for player of the game.
I don't know. It's literally on to decide that.
Ball down. This one will just get over, and it'll be good, and that'll be a 21-0 lead. Goochland with the lead. 8:45 left here in the first quarter of play. You're watching Flucos Sports Network. Welcome back on here in the home of the Flucos Sports Network. 21-0, Goochland with the lead. 3 touchdowns so far for Mitchell Bryce, the senior. 2 rushing touchdowns and a defensive turnover interception. Fluvanna with the screen pass going to Byrne. He'll go down the sideline, shakes and bakes, trying to spin out of trouble. And there's a few guys there to tackle him for Goochland. first one on him, though, was Connor Saunders, the junior.
Good safe play for Fluvanna. They definitely needed some yardage there. They picked up about 6 or 7 yards. So they just need to keep it up. Quick plays like that to the outside, I think, are going to help. The 3-5-3 from Goochland, though, will prevent too many big plays.
It's a 3-5-3, but those 5 linebackers could play linemen, and they're athletic enough that they can definitely drop into coverage, as they're doing here. Fluvanna again with the 5-man. Fake pass. Tibbs going to take it around the far sideline. He gets hit, keeps going. He'll have the first down and about 2 more yards as he gets pushed out of bounds at just past midfield, and Fluvanna has crossed the 50-yard line.
I bet Coach Barnett can wipe some sweat off right there. He'll finally get the first down, get across the 50-yard line.
It's still a lot of game left. I know that's a cliche thing, but there's still a lot of game left. Unfortunately, though, Goochland on offense hasn't struggled much so far, as we had 7:51 left here in the first. And Fluvanna again going with the 5 wide receiver set. That's Jalen Harrison, top of your screen. There's going to be a go route for him. He has him, but it'll be out of bounds.
It's a good deep ball, good pass, a nice tight spiral in there. Just, I don't think that, I'm not quite sure that we've got the speed here. I know going after Goochland's number 9.
That's Mitchell Bryce.
Mitchell Bryce, right. Going after him, I know he's had a pretty busy game so far.
He doesn't mind seeing the ball,
I'm sure he doesn't.
He goes back. Tibbs to his right is good. He's going to hand off to Byrne. Gets tripped, falls forward though. Tackle will be credited to Josh Kitt.
We just got some yellow laundry on the field too. Got some yellow laundry on the field. Let's see what. Early on, sideline warning from the Goochland Bulldogs. Early on into the game. It's not usually something you see unless it's a tight game at the end of the game.
Well, some officials like to get a handle on that quite early.
Oh, certainly.
Tibbs going to hand it off to Good. Bounces through the linebackers. He'll be close to the first down. Just past the 40.
This is going to be real close to first down, Brian.
They'll give it to him. So Fluvanna with back-to-back first downs and really sustaining a drive is critical at this point.
Yes, it is, Brian. We'll see. We got 2 out wide for Fluvanna, only 1 on them. Let's see how that turns out.
Handoff again to Good. He'll be taken down about 3 yards.
Brian, it looks like Tibbs and Good kind of bumbled the snap there a little bit. Not the snap, but the handoff. So
it's one of the things we saw on film. Good is an excellent linebacker for Fluvanna and sometimes can jump the snap count.
That's right. We were watching it on film. You kept stating every time he was jumping it on offense as well.
His defensive snap is doing great. It'll be a fake. Tibbs is going to keep it around the side. Has the first down. Trying to fight for more yards, and it'll be taken down at about the Goochland 18.
That's right. Fluvanna's going to have to do some mad trickery tonight.
We saw that also. Fluvanna will run back-to-back plays that will look the same, but one of them will be a QB keeper and the other one will be the actual play.
That's right. And
then we saw that was the exact same thing they ran the first time.
And a lot of times you will see teams run the same play a couple times in a row. But switching it up and then that fake in there certainly helps out, and as evident here.
The wrinkle. Different wrinkle.
Different wrinkle. All right, that's what we'll go by.
Tibbs puts Good in motion. This will be a handoff to Byrne. He gets around the corner, cuts back. And they will stop it for positive. They'll move it about to the 16.
Good misdirection for Fluvanna. Could be a nice play. Sending the fullback, the halfback, right, faking it to him. You can get a lot of yardage out of that running back there, the fullback.
Harrison near side. They hand off to Good again. Piles his way through. And that'll be short of a first down by about a yard or two for Fluvanna.
That's right. It's kind of hard to give you an exact measurement tonight here without any hash marks on the field.
I like the no hash mark workflow on the field because it's a little bit cleaner.
It does look cleaner. But as a spectator, I'm not liking it too much.
You just have to enjoy the beauty of the field. Tibbs again going to keep this hand off. Or sorry, keep the ball instead of handing it off. It'll be a first down. He'll be tackled by Nathan Adams.
Nathan Adams is another first down for the Flucos. They're actually putting together a nice little drive here. That's going to put them on the 13-yard line, it looks like.
No, it'll be inside the 10.
Oh, inside the 10.
First and goal.
Okay, on the 7-yard line, it looks like. So we'll see how the Flucos play in the red zone.
Taquan Lewis, the slot receiver, he goes in motion. Goes past Tibbs. The drop back. Fade route for Harrison. He's got a step, and it goes through his hands, incomplete.
Well, that's the same play. Fluvanna's first touchdown this season came on. They threw it other side of the field.
Against Prince Edward.
That's right. In their home opener, their first play on offense at their home opener at Fluvanna Field. Fluvanna Stadium.
Phil Browning Field.
That's right. Excuse me. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that one more time.
Jesse Van Dyke, the far receiver. Tibbs wants to take a timeout. He didn't like what he saw. Well, he takes a short break. We'll take a short break as well. Fluvanna trailing 21-0 here on the Flucos Sports Network. Welcome back. 4:06 left in the first quarter of play. 21-0. Goochland with the lead. All their points coming from Mitchell Bryce. Fluvanna with a second and goal here. Their first play was a fade route for Jalen to the corner. We'll see what Tibbs didn't like at the line. It'll be a handoff to Byrne. He gets hit in the backfield, tries to keep his legs moving, and they will draw it dead. I think that might be a loss of half a yard.
That's right. And if I'm Coach Barnett, I gotta go big here. You want to come away with 7, not 3.
Are you in 4 down territory, bro?
No, I don't think you're in 4 down territory, but if you leave it here, you're leaving Goochland inside their own 10-yard line, which certainly doesn't leave them in a good position either.
39. Lewis goes in motion. Tibbs looking for the slant route, too high for Jalen. And that'll bring a 4th down, and coming out will be the kicker, Christian Franca. So Fluvanna trying to see if they can just get the points.
Man, it's smart. Certainly Barnett wanted to come out there with 7. But 3 is better than 0. Especially for the morale of the team this early on.
As my dad says, some all or nothing. You can't get all. You better want some more than nothing. Snap down, the lefty puts it up. And it'll be no good. So Fluvanna will get no points on the drive. Unfortunately, the officials didn't say which way it was wide. It looks like a good kick.
It looks good
distance-wise.
Must have been wide right. Over on that left hash mark.
Alongside Zach Cullen, I'm Brian Rothwell. Thanks so much for watching Flucos Sports Network, presented by Rising Up Sports. Glad to be here in beautiful Goochland, Virginia, for this Battle of Columbia. It's been controlled by Goochland in recent years. Bulldogs already up 21-0. That last tackle by Jesse Lockett's for Fluvanna, limiting the offense to a 2-yard gain.
Coming right off the heels of a missed Fluvanna field goal.
Jefferson back in the gun. He'll give a handoff around the corner. He gets hit in the backfield, able to break the tackle. Falling forward will be Mason Engel. That'll be about a 2-yard gain.
It's a good job outside containment there for the Fluvanna defense. One guy missed him, ran a little bit further out, and by that time, 2 more guys were there. So that's exactly what Barnett's wanting them to do.
This Goochland offense, if you can stop them in a 1-yard gain, 2 yards gain, the offense is big. They got a lot of running backs. Running backs that are D linemen, running backs that are linebackers. Jefferson dropping back, screen pass to the far side, trying to get Bryce. He'll battle around, and he'll be picked off by Fluvanna. The interception picked up by Jesse Lockett's, the junior transfer from the Midwest.
That was a good heads-up play there by Fluvanna. As soon as he looked that way, I saw the safeties take off running that way. Tip drill working off for Barnett tonight. It's a heavy turnover game tonight, Brian. We've seen a lot already.
Already 3. Fluvanna with 2, an interception and a fumble. Fluvanna wants to call another timeout. That'll be their second of the half. We're at 1:52 left. And Zach, for viewers just joining us, let's go back over your keys to the game. First, let's start with the homestanding Goochland. What do you see Goochland has to do, especially on defense, as they are right now?
Well, they have, as you just stated, lots of outside linebackers, D linemen, O linemen. A lot of them are seniors as well, so they've got a pretty old team, now. And last year they coming off of a state playoff run, so their defense just needs to step up. They know what they want, like I stated earlier, and they're just going to have to go for it. Those seniors and juniors that didn't get it last year are going to want it this year.
For Fluvanna, what are you seeing on offense that'll be critical, especially here as they have their second try just outside of the red zone?
I think they're very jumpy and not too disciplined yet. They got to work on their discipline. Earlier tonight, we've seen a fumble and a interception throw, and last week we saw a lot of false start penalties on the offense.
And it's a very young line that a lot of new starters. Fake the pass, handoff to Byrne. He might get a yard as he was taken down by Colin Smith.
That's right. Fluvanna can't expect to run like they did last week in Prince Edward against this Goochland 3-5-3 defense.
Tibbs takes it, fakes the handoff to Good. He'll keep it, goes around the tackle, goes towards the sideline. He has the first down as he tippy-toes out. Oh, they're actually going to draw it a little shorter than the first down. I thought the way Tibbs was acting on the sideline that he at least had the first down.
Well, let's see here. They're giving it to him, Brian.
No. The line, I think the third and about a yard and a half.
Looks like that head ref signaled for it. Well, Fluvanna's just going to work for it here on 3rd and 1.
Tibbs gives it to Good, piles his way forward. First one there for Goochland was Kevin Litta. It'll be a first down for the Flucos with 1:02 left.
Ryan Good's going to get tired tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah, linebacker. He's a huge part of Fluvanna defense.
Right. And as much handoffs as he's getting tonight, this could be one tired guy. Official's going to take a timeout, probably going to measure it here.
I thought for sure that was going to be a first down.
Bring in the change for this one.
As they stretch this out, we have 48 seconds. That looks like it actually might be short.
And it looks like Flucos will be just shy of the first down.
That will be just shy. QB keeper?
This is one where the center just needs to grab the ball, move it up 3 more inches, and call timeout.
Ask for a remeasurement?
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be close.
Now you were a center. If it's a QB keeper, what are you looking to do for?
Well, you're looking to go on a silent count, so the defense doesn't have anything to go. So this one's on the center, and then the quarterback just tells you which side he's gonna go up, and you just go for it.
It'll actually go to Good, and he got stopped. It'll be a turnover on downs.
That's right. This is a tough night for Fluvanna offense. Getting in the red zone, missing a field goal, and then giving it up on downs.
We said Goochland's big up front.
That's right. Big and experienced.
It's an offense that had a little bit more turnover than their defense. Not much, but a little bit more turnover for by senior graduation last year. But mainly, this is a junior and senior-laden team, which is good for Coach Fuller here in Goochland.
Well, Brian, aside from that first play of the game, I believe it was, with Goochland, when number 9 from Goochland had that long run,
That wasn't the first
Bryce,
play, that was first drive.
First drive.
Third down.
Okay. Since then, the Fluvanna defense has certainly taken some pride into it and started to control this game a little bit.
We're going to take a short break as we end to the first quarter. Stick with us when we restart the broadcast. We're watching Flucos Sports Network, 21-0, Goochland with a lead. Welcome back here, Flucos Sports Network, as we start the second quarter. Third and 2 for Goochland. Alongside Zach Cullen, I'm Brian Rothwell. Thanks so much for joining us. Good job from our crew today. Amber Surson as well as Austin Surson on the cameras. And that's battling through Javon Byrne rushing down to the tackle. The run for Goochland's Nathan Maddox. First down and then a lot more. Will bring it just shy of midfield. And running the show for us, Chad Cecil, our producer. Thanks so much for joining us here on the home of Flucos Sports Network. Fluvanna trailing 21-0. Just giving up that first down conversion. The third down conversion.
That's right, and if you missed the first quarter, Fluvanna's defense really started to step it up. That's not what we've been seeing the last quarter.
Going on an outside handoff is Connor Saunders. He'll be knocked out of bounds, and it'll be about 2nd and 5 as they cross the midfield line.
Going back to what I was just saying, the score may not reflect it, but certainly Fluvanna's defense has been good with the containment. It's the up-the-middle runs that's hurt them after that big initial outside run.
Mitchell Pace
by Mitchell
with the outside run, and he had actually back-to-back outside runs, and in between he had a fumble recovery. So Mitchell Bryce with the 3 touchdowns for Goochland.
That's right, Mitchell Bryce. Mitchell Pace might want to do that, but he can't do it anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Jefferson with the QB keeper coming around the outside. He'll be taken down by Fluvanna's Chris Lacey. That'll be about 3rd and a short 2. Maybe a long 1. Matters if you're half empty or half full. Hope you're enjoying the full moon tonight. It's a blue moon. Won't see another blue moon. It's not by the color, Zach. I know that was probably your next question. Won't see.
The moon doesn't look blue to me, Brian.
You won't
it
see a
still
blue.
Looks yellowy, orangish.
You won't see a blue moon until 2015. We had a few men in motion there, but it'll be a handoff to the fullback, David Dyer, will get the first down and then move it down back to the Fluco 30, and the Goochland offense is back to clicking.
They're running good up the middle here. The Fluvanna line, the D line here, just got to step up, go to assignments. Fluvanna's defense running a 3-3.
There'll be another inside handoff for Dyer, and he'll get about a 7-yard gain. As Goochland, their first 2 plays were for short yardage on this drive. And since then, they've been getting 5-yard gains, 7-yard gains, and then another good 15-yard gain. It helps move the ball downfield pretty quickly.
That's right.
Not as quickly as Mitchell Bryce did in the first drive.
No, it's interesting to see how much they're going to pass tonight.
Fluvanna jumping the snap count, causing a false start, but who will it go against? And Fluvanna in the no-man zone, no-man area. That'll be the encroachment. I think jumping off for Fluvanna there was Jesse Snow.
Fluvanna's already racking up the penalties tonight, Brian. Discipline.
Back inside the red zone. Jordan Jefferson back under. Fluvanna tried to jump it again. We're going to call a false start this time. Fluvanna staying onside before the play. False start will move it back. There we go. Fluvanna getting the first and 15.
Just got that 5 back. Fluvanna's defense definitely up front. Got to stick to their assignments if they want to stop them here.
What we saw in film for Goochland in the shotgun was a pass play, and this will be a pass play. Fake handoff. He'll keep it. Go around the outside. He gets around Lockett. Going for the end zone. Goes in untouched. Jordan Jefferson, the sophomore quarterback, with a QB keeper for a 25-yard gain.
That was a great scramble there by Jordan Jefferson. Great scramble. Flucos put the pressure on him, and he made the great decision. Stepped up in the pocket and scrambled out.
Raleigh Maria coming back out for his extra point. 4th attempt of the night. Goochland not having the right amount of people. Rushing on late will be Josh Kitt. Holding for Goochland is one of their other kickers, Javier Moreno. Moreno puts it down. It'll be blocked.
That's right. In high school football, you cannot run that back.
Cody Childers with the knock.
Well, it's a good special team for Fluvanna.
Low snap help.
Right. Unfortunately, like I said, and the officials showed us there, you cannot run that back once it's in high school or VHSL. Once the kick is blocked, it's a dead ball there. They get it.
One of my favorite places to go to a game, Goochland High School. Tailgating beforehand, and one of the best concession stands you will find in high school sports.
That's right, and that concession.
I am well versed in high school concession stands. I've been to plenty of them on Foursquare. The most places I check in are sandwich shops and high schools. So you broadcast enough games, you become well known.
The tailgating they did is right here outside where we're standing broadcasting the game. And earlier on it smelled delicious, and now it looks delicious.
Many options. One place I haven't gone yet for a football game is Louisa, which I hear is an experience.
If you like real lions, I hear that it is.
It is a real lion. Javier Moreno going to kick it down. Picked up by Harrison at his own 18. He cuts back up. Sees if he can find a seam. Breaks a few tackles. He'll be taken down by a host of Bulldogs as he brings it back to about the his own 34-yard line.
That's about where Fluvanna started their good offensive drive. I think last time they started right about the 40, so they're definitely going to want to put something together here and get some points on this drive. So that way they don't go into halftime 27-35, somewhere around there, nothing lead.
Sean Tibbs, the quarterback for Fluvanna, fakes the handoff to Good, gives it to Byrne, gets around the tackle, but won't get past the linebackers. Hanging on for a good old ride was Connor Saunders as Byrne tried to get free.
Well, he got about 4 yards on there. He definitely fought for the yardage there. Goochland did a good job of wrapping up, but
it's nice seeing Byrne back this year.
Right.
Injured last year in the scrimmage. Didn't play much for the entire year for Fluvanna. Tibbs going to fake the handoff to Good. Gets around the tackle. But Nathan Adams, the linebacker, will bring him down. Maybe a yard gain. It'll be about 3rd and 4 for the Flucos as we have 7:30 left here in the second quarter of play.
I'd look for a draw or a screenplay here, Brian.
Looking to show the same in his senior year. It's 3rd and 5.
Fluvanna going for 3rd and 5. Tibbs back, takes a snap.
He looks for the pass. He'll keep it. He's at the first down line. Gives the stiff arm as he goes out of bounds just past the 50-yard line. Fluvanna gets the first down, and that's what Tibbs can do. This 3-5 defense, if you can get everyone out, you might get a chance to see some running seams. You get all of your wide receivers out and the linebackers in coverage.
Yeah, just send them all to the other side of the field and have Tibbs run the other side.
I don't know how many times that would work.
I don't know, but he's got the scramble ability, as we saw there. So
Austin Foster, the near wide receiver. It's going to be a screen pass for Harrison. Harrison will catch it, but he catches the ball, but he's also caught by some Bulldogs for a loss of 1.
And Bulldogs really sniffed that one out, Brian. Almost getting the interception there. Actually losing the yardage on that play.
Zach, this might be our first broadcast of the year, but I'm going to put that one up for cliche from the broadcasters. Towards the end of the year, we'll see how many cliches we can come up with.
All right, let's go.
Right now, you're with the lead.
Fluvanna with 4 out to the near side.
That's more than trips. That's
delay a game. That's always a horrible penalty to watch any offense.
Especially as we're about ready to snap the ball.
Yeah, certainly. And a lot of times, in high school right here, high school level, it's the coaches not deciding what play to run in time, or the players just not being ready, having to send an extra player in because someone's on the sideline.
Tibbs will take it, fakes both handoff, roll out near side. Saunders tries to hit him. He able to throw it. He has Lewis, and Lewis can't come down with the pass. Getting knocked by Mason Engel, breaking up that pass play. Tibbs, though, avoiding the almost sack by Connor Saunders. It was a nice play all around, both offense and defense.
You never want to see your quarterback running backwards. In this case, Tibbs got a chance to get out there,
nice
get the ball out. Right, yeah. Like I said earlier, he's got the scramble ability. But that's not something you want to have to rely on. by any means.
Tibbs relaying the play back from offensive coordinator Mitchell Pace. Good will go in motion. Tibbs dropping back. Rush comes. He'll come near side. Directs his receiver. Throws it. And he has Good. And that'll be a first down for the Flucos on the 12-yard pass play. 14-yard pass play.
That's right. Tibbs got knocked down on the play. And it's always a hard pass throwing cross-body while you're running. But good throw. Tibbs definitely got a little bit of touch to it. So
he's directing his wide receivers downfield, which you'd like to see from the senior. This is his first year starting. He was backup last year for Albemarle County before transferring into Palmyra.
Well, we'll see if Coach Pace here wants to open up and start throwing the ball a little bit more.
Might open the running game back up. Handoff to Byrne. And he'll be met just past the line of scrimmage and quickly taken down. Nathan Adams, as well as Josh Kitt, transferred for the credited for the tackle.
So going back to what you said, if you got the dual threat, you pretty much got everything open for you. If you can do the pass and the run, one opens the definitely a big advantage in high school.
Tibbs will put Good back in motion. Takes the snap. Throwing an out route for Taquan Lewis. He'll be high and out of play.
And that'll put a stop on the clock, something Fluvanna might like to see here. If they can pull this first down. They have going on here, Brian. Let's see if they can just need this big 3rd and 10 drive going. We'll see how it ends up.
Goochland putting 4 on the line. And Nathan Adams showing blitz. He'll come. Pocket quickly closes. Tibbs escapes danger. Throws it. And will they give it incomplete pass as it's skipped in? The intended wide receiver was Jesse Van Dyke. Just a hair underthrown.
Downfield, the Fluvanna's finding ways to get open. Just not enough oomph on that ball there. Just didn't throw it hard enough to get there.
And of course, Tibbs was running for his life. As
certainly.
The pocket closed almost as soon as he took the snap.
Yeah, I can't take that away from him. And throwing it across body again.
Goochland sent 7 on that one. Back to 4 linemen for the Bulldogs. Tibbs with Byrne behind him. Drops back. Screen play for Byrne. Takes the receive. Still fighting for yards. And not enough yards. It'll be about an 8-yard gain. And it'll be a turnover on downs again for the Flucos.
Brian, it looked like he took that pass, accepted the pass into his hands about 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe even more. And he got down he got maybe 9 yards down.
Yards after the catch were about 10 yards.
Right, maybe a little bit more than that. So if he can just get up and not have to catch the ball so far behind the line of scrimmage, that put him at that disadvantage. Next time maybe he would have had that first down.
Goochland will call a timeout. We'll take a short break as well. 4:22 left. Goochland with a 27-0 lead. You're watching home of the Flucos Sports Network.
Address the troops.
Welcome back. Goochland coming back for their first play of this drive. They've had maybe a pitch coming into the near side for Bryce. And that'll be his first offensive carry that did not result in a touchdown.
Fluvanna defense did a good job there with the outside containment, like I stated earlier. They've had some problems with it early on in the game. Started to work on the containment, then kind of opened up the middle of the field. But that was a good play there by the Fluvanna defense, only allowing about a yard. That's some laundry on the field, Brian.
Start call against the Bulldogs. The Dogs jumping the snap a little bit. It'll cost them 5 yards.
5-yard penalty on the false start.
Second down, 15.
As we near the 3:30 mark, Bryce goes in motion. Jefferson will give the inside handoff, and he'll be quickly hit at the line of scrimmage. Dyer, the ball carrier. First one there for the Flucos.
Fluvanna D.
Let's call Swanson, sorry.
Fluvanna defense coming up strong. If they can hold the outside containment, which they've done a fairly good job of tonight, aside from the first play, the defensive coordinators made some great adjustments. They just need to make sure they don't give up the inside.
Jefferson in the shotgun. Drops back, looks to his left. He has Bryce. Bryce will get through one tackle, but not through the second one.
Brian, when he made that pass, there were 3 Flucos running at him.
Jesse Van Dyke was the last one to pull him down.
Fluvanna defense, I'm impressed with what they've done so far tonight. I know the score may not show it, but I'm impressed with the Fluvanna defense.
Connor Saunders will come in. Punt for Goochland. Moreno able to easily get it off. Beautiful kick. Will bounce. And about will be down even where it bounced. Riffier Sprouse downing it for the Bulldogs, and the Fluco offense will come back out.
That's right. Coach Pace is going to put them in the 2-minute offense. See if they can get some points on the board before halftime. Definitely be a morale booster. I hated going into at halftime with no points. Even if the other team had no points, it's not fun.
Well, it just feels like a half that you didn't do much.
Yeah, I mean, you practice all week specifically for scout defense, scout offense.
Yeah, if Fluvanna's had 2 trips in the red zone.
Right. Just come up empty-handed.
You want to get a score. That'll be a handoff to Good. He has a little bit of seam. Lowers the shoulder. Coming in for the tackles, Nathan Maddox for the Bulldogs. Good with about a 6-yard gain.
Tibbs getting the plays a lot quicker right now from the coaches.
Although they're moving it back to a 4-yard gain. So.
And Fluvanna used 2 of their timeouts within the first 8 minutes of the game, so we'll see that comes back to bite them here.
Tibbs on the pass play. Gets out of the pocket, but he'll be sacked in the backfield. Roger Stone as well as Nathan Adams with half a sack each.
A good play there would have been to just go ahead and get rid of the ball, stop the clock, give you a sort of a timeout there by stopping the clock for you, but with no men downfield, trying to scramble away, I understand, just trying to make the big play, which would be a help right now for the Flucos.
Under a minute to go. Tibbs looking at the long pass for Foster. He has him, but just too far. 46 seconds here with the ball on the Fluco 44. They're going to punt this one down.
Flucos with the 3 and out. Took about a minute off the clock there. Goochland still got a lot of time. I don't remember how many timeouts they've used right now.
They have 2 left.
They've got 2 timeouts left, so they certainly have more than a chance here.
Punting it for Fluvanna will be Christian Franco, the lefty. Giving him extra protection is Jesse Van Dyke, who's also his holder. Snap going off of his knee. He's going to go rugby style. And it'll be caught and down by C.J. Johnson. Johnson not sure what he wanted to do. It's natural reaction when the ball's coming to you in the air to catch it.
Right. Certainly. I'm sure he's happy he just caught it. He did have a lot of space, though, to run. So just under 40 seconds, Brian. We'll see what Goochland wants to do here.
Can we see a 40-second offense from Jordan Jefferson, the sophomore? And this is good practice for the young man, especially in his first start. Fakes the handoff. Plenty of time to pass. Throws it cross field. And it'll be incomplete.
Tipped 3 times. 3 different Flucos, I think, had a hand on the ball there. Goochland lucky that Fluvanna didn't get a grab on that. With the clock stopped, Goochland still got more than enough time if they're looking to put some points on the board here before half.
Fluvanna with 3 down linemen. Jefferson plenty of time again. Wide open, but just too high for Joe Cutchins.
Another sophomore.
Back-to-back incomplete. Passes, 24 seconds left.
And Cutchins running a good route there, just kind of split the defense. Had the opening, just couldn't come down with it.
And Coach Barnett will use his final timeout. See the prevent?
I don't know.
I mean, obviously you're going to be pass protection heavy.
Yeah, certainly. A lot more pass-heavy defense than run, but then that opens up big run. Not that I'm saying Goochland's going to get a long run, but all they need is a little bit of field positioning to get 3 more points.
Goochland also has 2 timeouts.
Yeah, they've got more than enough time to get what they want done right here. I'm interested to see what Barnett's going to put out here.
Restarting here, 24 seconds to go. 27-0 Goochland. Jefferson under
center.
He's going to give it to Engel. Goes around the left side. He'll be taken down at about a 5-yard gain.
That had kind of a wildcat feel to it, Brian.
It's the wing T offense. Everyone, it's kind of like how the West Coast offense, everyone's an eligible receiver. Wing T offense, everyone's an eligible running back. And that's going to be our halftime with Flucos 27-0. We're going to take a short break. You're watching Flucos Sports Network, 27-0. Goochland with the lead. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Flucos Sports Network. We're here in Goochland. Right now, Goochland coming out of halftime up 27-0. Alongside Zach Collin, I am Brian Rothmel. Goochland came out strong quickly, scoring 21 points within the first 3 minutes of the game. All 3 touchdowns were scored by Mitchell Bryce, the senior. Scored 2 on the ground on offense, and one of them was a fumble recovery. His first touchdown on a 3rd and short play went for about 47 yards. His next touchdown was the fumble, about a 30-yard fumble recovery. And then his second one, the rushing touchdown, coming for about 25 yards. Fluvanna would come back down, twice get in the red zone. Goochland scoring 1 touchdown on a QB keeper by Jordan Jefferson, the sophomore, in his first start under center.
Brian, I just got a chance to talk to one of the Fluvanna coaches, and I asked him what his thoughts were at halftime, and he stated, the obvious, the 2 turnovers killed him. And he stated their team was going to come out like it was a 0-0 game and try and win it 28-0 in the second half. I thought it sounded like good words of wisdom.
Zach, now that you've seen a half of play for Fluvanna, what do you want to see them do in order to get that 28-0 victory in the second half?
Well, their defense played pretty decent. One of the touchdowns Goochland scored was on their defense, so 1 offense gave up, and the 2 turnovers. They kind of settled down in the second quarter, and like I said, the defense played well. They're doing good containment on the outside.
Containing the big plays.
Right. They've done a good job containing the big plays and just containing the run. And obviously, you're going to need your offense to get you 28 points.
Welcome back to the second half.
They get the ball to start off the second half, so.
What do you want to see Goochland do in order to keep the opponent at bay?
Goochland's defense has done a great job tonight. If Goochland plays the first half like they played the second half, even without the turnovers, I think they're definitely going to be able to keep the W here tonight.
The 3-5-3, those 5 linebackers are going all over the place.
They are. They're tired. I know they're tired. They have to be tired.
First game, though, what was your adrenaline like when you played high school football?
I remember my first game, I was in 10th grade, and I started on varsity against Fluvanna for a scrimmage. And the next Monday in class, after the first series, we went 3 and out. I wanted to puke. It was horrible. I was so worn out.
High kick coming up will be Harrison. He'll pick it up at the 23. He cuts back to the middle of the field. He has a few blockers, breaks a tackle or 2. He'll be knocked down by Goochland's Cephas Harden. And Fluvanna coming out for their first possession of the second half.
That's right. Like I said, they're definitely going to need to do some work. They made 2 trips into the red zone. At least 2 trips. Maybe
2,
1 or
just 2.
Okay, yeah. So they made 2 trips into the red zone last half and came away with 0 points. They had a missed field goal. And second game of the season, you're going to have some miscues like that, but they had a chance to get some jitters out there. This is their first away game. They're getting used to everything, so they got to come out strong.
Deshaun Tibbs back behind center. Fakes the handoff to Good, gives it to Javon Byrne. He gets hit once and then hit a second time, and that'll be about a loss of a yard. The first hit coming from Aki Timberlake, a freshman, starting for Goochland.
That's right. I believe Goochland's only got 3 freshmen, and one of them coming up with a big play there.
Dude goes in motion. Toss play for Byrne, coming around the corner. He has Bulldogs chasing him, breaks 2 tackles, breaks a 3rd tackle, and it'll be ball gets loose. They're going to roll it down. The tackle being credited to Mitchell Bryce.
That's a good run, Brian. He cut upfield. He didn't just try and run east-west. He made that north-south movement, which paid off there with 4 or 5 yards.
Tibbs on 3rd and 5. Fakes both handouts. He's going to roll out right. Goes downfield. It's underthrown. Intended receiver is Austin Foster. Foster getting behind C.J. Johnson. Fluvanna will send the punter back out in Christian Franco.
You know, a lot of times you'll see the first or second series from each team coming out of halftime in 3 and outs. You know, they're still a little tight from the halftime wait, and also, you know, the other defense has made adjustments, and they don't know what those adjustments are yet.
Another low snap, but Franco will get the kickoff. It's a high one. It'll bounce out of bounds, shy of the 50-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be about an 11,
12-yard punt. There was a lot of Bulldogs coming after him.
There were. He was a good mailman. Adding to my list of cliches, Brian.
That was a deep one, though. Dogs chasing after him. Jefferson puts Bryce in motion. It goes off of the back of Bryce into the hands of Jefferson. Quickly falling forward. It'll be about loss of a half a yard. Bryce kind of flinched as that snap happened because I think he thought he was in the line of fire.
Yeah, it kind of spooked me, you know, not just seeing him do that from this distance. I thought maybe there could have been a penalty there, but I mean, I understand why there wasn't. Just a sudden movement like that always throws an eye up.
Jefferson going to get the handoff to Saunders, goes around the left tackle, cutting back upfield into the secondary, breaks the tackle. He has another tackler coming to try to trip him, and it'll be a touchdown for Kyle Saunders.
Brian, he could thank Kevin Lydia, senior, number 74 from Goochland, for some great containment and downfield blocking. That O-lineman doing a great job to help get those points there.
It's always good when you get blocks downfield.
Yep. The Goochland line just made a wall.
Looks like Goochland wants to go for 2 here, and they will. Jordan Jefferson staying on the field.
Well, they did miss that one extra point due to Fluvanna blocking it. So they're just trying to catch up, it looks like.
The deep back is David Dyer. Hand off to Saunders again. He goes around the corner, and it'll be a 2-point converted. And that'll make it 35-0. And now with the 35-0, the deficit being 35, it'll be a running clock in the second half, as long as Goochland maintains a 35 lead.
That's right. If Fluvanna breaks that 35-point lead, scores a field goal, gets a safety, that running clock will stop. I understand why it's in place, but it's unfortunate this early on in the season. Both teams are going to want as much time on the field to get all the kinks out before they get into division play. And
Fluvanna had the running clock against Prince Edward in the third quarter as well. So that's staying in effect until into the fourth before the Eagles were able to score some touchdowns. Raquan Washington, the man deep. Moreno's kick will go to Harrison, though, picking it up at the 18. Oh, he gets loose. Harrison running backwards, trying to escape danger, and he'll be taken down at the 14-yard line.
Fluvanna special teams coach not going to be happy with that. You never want to run backwards. Just lay on the ball and take the ball there.
They'll actually mark it right at the 15.
We'll see if this running clock has anything to do with Fluvanna's offense. See if they make any adjustments to that.
Last year when I saw Fluvanna in this predicament, Fluvanna ran the same offense. Didn't try to change anything. Going to be a QB keeper for Tibbs. Thought about the option. He'll keep it, though. It'll be about a 4-yard gain for Deshaun. Fluvanna didn't try to play out of themselves, really, to stop the running clock. They just played their game.
Right.
It happened naturally.
Right now, that's what they need. They just need to play their game. Like I stated earlier, they've been in the red zone a couple times. They just got to finish that drive. They got to find a way to make that drive finish with some points on the scoreboard. Making quick adjustments without being prepared, it's going to make that even more difficult.
Starters still in for Fluvanna. Looks like Goochland's might have changed it up a little bit. Inside handoff for Good, and he'll gain about a yard or two to make this a 3rd and short.
Like you said, Brian, they're not really switching up their offense at all, kind of staying within their means.
Well, even a pass play, the clock still runs. So, I mean, it's not like you can go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Right. So, and if Fluvanna gets 3 yards on every play, that's enough to get them down the field. They just need to take it slow and steady.
3rd and about 1.5. Good sets up to Tibbs left. Delayed pitch to Byrne. Cuts back in. He'll have the first down. Taken down by James Howell. Flucos able to keep this drive going. Looks like Goochland still has the starters in as well. I'm seeing Nathan Adams out there. A slew of seniors. They might be changing up a little bit, but not too much. Tibbs fakes the handoff. He's going to give it to Byrne, who gets hit hard by Nathan Adams. I'm sorry. That'll be another 3-yard gain.
3 yards here, 3 yards there. That'll get you 6 yards. 3 more is 9, and 3 more, 12. You only need 10 for the first down. If they can average 3 yards a play, they can run down the field. That's what they need to do.
Zach, I like the ability for the math there.
Huh, thank you. I had to take my shoes off and use my toes, but I got it.
Tibbs going to roll out. He has a chaser in Howell. Long pass down the field. It'll be intercepted. Going the other way by Mason Engel. He'll be taken down at the 37. So Engel with the turnover, and Fluvanna has a man down.
And is that Tibbs, Brian?
I think that is Tibbs.
Looks like it might just be a leg cramp.
Tibbs getting help to his feet and able to walk on, being seen by their trainer, Sarah Miles.
All right, Brian, who's Fluvanna got as their backup quarterback, their second string?
Austin Foster, who was injured in his only series against Prince Edward and taken out as a precautionary measure. Tibbs came back in to finish the game against Prince Edward. Jefferson in the shotgun, looks to pass, comes to the sideline, dumps it. He has Bryce. Bryce gets one block, and that'll be his 4th touchdown of the game. Mitchell Bryce finding the end zone again. That's his first touchdown in this side of the field now.
Goochland with some great downfield blocking by the wide receivers to go ahead, finish that play and make that play happen downfield. yards after the catch were tremendous thanks to those downfield blockers.
It's just a little dump pass. Five yards in the air. And they get about a 37 total yard gain. Back for the extra point. That one's low and is good. 42-0 Goochland with the lead at 3 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. Watching the Flucos Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back here, Flucos Sports Network, alongside Zach Cullen. I'm Brian Rothmel. Kickoff from the 40.
Still got the running clock here, Brian, just for those people unaware, people just joining us.
Kick from Goochland's Javier Moreno, picked up by Harrison, and he brings it back to the center of the field. Gets a nice little seam, and he'll be tripped.
He was definitely down.
Tripped by Nathan Maddox, and Maddox looks like Harrison might have actually stepped on him more than just tripped on the trip.
That might have been what caused the fumble. Well, the loose ball is right after he hit the ground.
And coming in for quarterback is Austin Foster for Fluvanna. Foster, the junior. He goes to the far sideline for Harrison. It'll be a completed pass for about a 3-yard gain. Fluvanna also bringing in a different running back. Raquan Washington now is behind Foster. It's like Javon Byrne will be taken out.
But I'm interested to see a long downfield pass here.
2nd and 7. Foster sees something in the defense, points it out. Drops on the pass. Pocket collapses, and he'll be sacked. Sack for Goochland's Akai Timberlake.
That was a good play by the Goochland defense. They just got in there and collapsed the pocket.
Goochland's warming up. Reed Chenault as we go into the fourth quarter of play. We'll take a time to step away. Watching Flucos Sports Network.
Bulldogs will be back here next week as they take on Fort Union here at the Doghouse next Friday night.
Welcome back.
Clock started.
Fluvanna with 3 wide receivers, trips far. A screen pass for Harrison. He takes it. He has room to move. Gets the first down. Breaks a tackle. Ball getting free. Fluvanna going to jump on it. And Harrison, ball will be rolled down at the Goochland 35.
Fluvanna taking it there. 25-yard run. Pass, excuse me. But a lot of those were yards after the catch. Brian, ever since Foster's come into the game, Fluvanna's been a lot more of a pass offense than a defense. Pass offense than a run offense. Excuse me there.
Harrison, Good, and it looks like Franco, I'm not sure, near. Fakes the quick pass, going to give it to Washington. He gets met in the backfield by Goochland's Xavier Scott, the sophomore, for a loss on the play.
And Fluvanna bringing in Kershawn Anderson there, sophomore.
Byrne coming back on the field for the Flucos. 2nd and long. Foster looking right. He has Harrison. The pass just through the fingertips and out of reach.
It's a nice, tight, beautiful spiral there by Foster. Unfortunately, just a little bit overthrown. I think he overestimated the speed his wide receiver would have in the 4th quarter.
Harrison had a lot of plays his way.
And Fluvanna's number 11, Jolene Harrison. This looks like he may have a cramp. He limps off the field. Hope he's get better.
Hydration.
That's right, Brian. It started as a very, very warm, muggy evening. I think my socks are still kind of soaked. But it's certainly cooled down a lot since then.
Big thing this time of year is not only drinking water during the game, but before the game and after the game.
48 hours before the game, they should be getting ready.
Low snap. Foster able to handle it. He's got men coming his way. Able to quickly dump it. Pass completed to Meekin Dale. The sophomore will move the ball up for about a 7-yard gain. 4th and about 3 yards for Fluvanna here.
Right, this is crucial. I'm sure Barnett wants to get some points on the board. They're definitely going to want to get it now. This running clock, this may be the last chance to get some on the board.
Already had 4 minutes run off the, 3 minutes run off the clock. Foster trying to get the screen for Byrne, and it'll be out of his reach. And that'll be another turnover and downs. And Goochland will come back out for another offensive possession. Interesting thing to note for these two teams is they're the exact same amount of players. Not very large squads, number-wise. So you'll see a lot of same names still in, even if there is substitutions in position.
Right. Maybe first string on offense, but second string on defense, so just put them on over there. With limited amounts of players, that's what you have to do.
Reed Chenault was warming up on the sideline. He'll now be the quarterback. Chenault, a freshman, so they go from a sophomore to a freshman. Fluvanna jumping. The snap count.
Fluvanna not only used to not seeing that quarterback, but also not used to seeing Goochland with the quarterback under center.
They've had a few under center plays, but the interesting thing I noticed about Jordan Jefferson that I wanted to ask you as a center, Jefferson was always right behind his center before the center even got to the ball. I mean, does that help? You are a center, that's why I asked. Does it help that your quarterback's already ready to go with you?
It helps the offense. He's there, he's ready, he's scouting the defense, he's prepared, he's ready to go, shouting out different audibles if need be. So it definitely helps the offense.
Jefferson was very quick. The inside handoff. David Dyer still in for the Bulldogs. Get about a 4-yard gain there and make it 2nd and 1. In the shotgun, Dyer to his left. Chenault looks to his right. Doesn't like what he sees. Pump fakes. Taken down as he throws, and it'll be interception for Fluvanna. Picked up by Shaheen. And he'll bring it back to the Goochland 41. The senior defensive back. Getting in and causing trouble is Kyle Swanson, the senior lineman.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play by that lineman there. Kyle Swanson. Is that what you said?
Swanson, yeah.
Swanson, yeah. Great play by him, getting back, putting the pressure on the quarterback, making him make an ill-advised throw like that. Should have just gone down. And look what happens. Fluvanna gets the ball. 5.5 minutes left. We're on the running clock. Let's see if they can put anything in here before the end of the game.
Foster can give the inside handoff. No yardage on the play, maybe even a loss of a yard. And I think that was Good. It was Good on the run.
Well, Brian, who's Fluvanna got next week?
Next week, Fluvanna will bring in Spotsylvania, I believe.
They'll be playing that game at home.
They'll be at Browning Field at Fluvanna Stadium. It'll be a keeper. Foster coming to the sideline. He'll run out of bounds. It's going to be near first down. It will be. It looks like they're going to give him a first down on the play, and it is. Next week, Goochland will be going to Fork Union. One of the more interesting public-private games. Goochland will also be playing Monticello in a home game. It will be here in the Dog Pound. Foster rolling out to his left. Able to get it to Franco. Franco spins past one tackle. He'll be taken down by Jake King.
Foster's definitely got the nice short, tight spiral pass down. He can get out and get wide, give his wide receiver time to get open, and just put that nice 5-10 yard pass in there. After that, they don't really need to get yards after the catch, Brian. They've already got 5-6 yards right there.
Second down and 3.
Low snap. It'll be a pitch. Washington coming around the corner. He has some room to operate. Washington will get the first down and move the ball inside the 15 to about the 14.
I don't know if you saw those pile of Flucos downfield right before where he got tackled, Brian, but some downfield blocking right there could have made it wonderful. Downfield blocking could have turned that into something real nice. about 2.5 minutes left in the game. Flucos addressing the ball.
Want to thank our production crew tonight, Amber Surson and Austin Surson manning the booth, and then we have Chad Cecil up top. Foster with the keeper. He'll come near the end zone, and let's Fluvanna have their touchdown. Flucos with their first touchdown. Make it 42-6. Out to kick for the Flucos will be Christian Franco.
Christian Franco to attempt the extra point for the Flucos.
Holding typically is Van Dyke. Ball down. Franco will put it up, and it'll be good. So Fluvanna getting 7 points on the board.
Just under a minute to go in this one as the clock winds down. Fluvanna able to put a 7 on the board.
We're under a minute to go.
And the Bulldogs will be back here next week to take on Fork Union.
Oh, the Goochland game against Fork Union will be here. I thought it was going to be at Fork Union. 30 seconds probably will end the game. Fluvanna, the QB keeper, will be their only score. Our player of the game is Mitchell Bryce for Goochland. Four touchdowns for Mitchell Bryce, the senior. And that powers Goochland to victory, to 42-7. We'll take a short break. We'll have Amber Surson with winning head coach Fowler, Coach Fowler, Joe Fowler, in a little bit. Stick with us. 42-7 final score. Amber with Coach Fowler here in a little bit.
Can you tell me how important it is for these younger guys to pick up this win early on?
You know, last season we dressed 1 underclassman the whole season, and tonight we dressed 11 sophomores and 3 freshmen. So it was good for the young kids to get the experience playing in a big game and understand how we go about things, and for us to be successful in doing that. Hopefully that'll give them some confidence going forward.
Thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations.